Alright, it was about time I finish up this series, and we're not going to finish with a big thing, we're going to finish with a small thing. So here we are, the last, I don't know what the chronologically last game in this franchise was, but, well, they at least have the TV show by now. But granted, this was probably released with, oh hello, don't do that. I don't know if I can show or play that audio, because it's strictly speaking the opening to a TV show, I believe. I think that's the opening they used for the TV show. I saw a little bit of it back in the day. But anyhow, it's also funny seeing this use Bink video, which I was talking about in another video I made for something on the Xbox a while ago. But anyways, yes, we have languages today. Yes, we do. I just balanced all the audio, so whatever. You want left or top? We'll go left. Hey, Langston. And they're already using my, they're already using the nickname I have on the DS here. Very nice. All the usual DS little icons. Fantastic. I forgot we had those. Cool. Oh, what is this? What is this screen? I've not played this at all before, for what it's worth. Okay, well, this is all we have. It's a video. Okay, that's that nice Bink video, I guess. I seem to be obligated to watch this? What's the idea here? This isn't a clip from the show, is it? It looks like one. We'll see if I have to play those or not. The thing is, if those are excerpts from a show, I probably can't really show them here. It would be really weird if this had a really strong tie-in to the show, considering that the console version did not. So I guess we'll see. Also, well, right off the bat, we're acknowledging the existence of Hudson, who is not a character in the console version. This is strange. No, okay, maybe I'm wrong in my conception of this game. I figured this would be a handheld version of Trouble in Paradise, considering the parallels with the name, right? I could be wrong. Famous Piñata Celebrity, yes, voiced by Dan Green and all that, and that's probably the only reason you are famous, but let's learn. I think you can see the stylus, at least a little bit. I'm moving all around here. Long pointy thing, oh yeah, we're setting a high bar for familiarity with the hardware here. Broad. Bye. Do I tap gain, or do I just watch you do your thing? Oh no, apparently I do just... I misread the first line as that was pointless, but... Imagine I just have to drag around, or... That's what I was trying to do. I am trying to drag around. Why is this not... No. Oh, I see. It's not... Okay, it's not... What are the words for this? It's not drag the screen to scroll. It's you pan around by holding the cursor in the direction you want to pan in. Okay, that leaf appeared, but does not appear to do anything. And this, I would say this garden feels very small, but that might just be a reflection of us starting. Although I don't know, it doesn't look like there's room to expand really. Maybe we will eventually, but I don't know. These graphics don't really look prepared for that. Small purple icon. Oh, I see. Interesting. We also have buttons, of course. Yeah, I find I guess it probably depends on what I'm doing, but I think I find the D-pad a little bit more comfortable here. You can do multiple things at the same time. That way, I can point and move. It scrolls so slowly. This is uncomfortable. Go here. Oh, what? Hold on. Okay, you have to drag away. Okay. So it's not like in the console versions where you select a pinata and select a thing. You have to drag the pinata to the thing. Alright, fair enough. Annoyingly, it recenters the camera on the pinata when you select them as well. I don't remember anybody being able to eat these hay bales in the console versions. I guess the rules are just different. We'll see how much of a facsimile this is of the console versions or what. I never really gave much thought as to how many parts of that you could... Oh, that's a stretchy leg in the back there. How much you could really translate to lower hardware like this. Also, I think I've got the internal resolution bumped up a little bit compared to what you'd normally see. So Hudson here is in beautiful HD. Oh, jeez, dude. We just did this. Why are you making me do more? So I can't move this thing around or anything? No, I can't pick it up or anything like that. At least not right now. Alright, Hudson, I don't know why you want to keep doing this. I don't think I properly selected the... Yeah, so if you don't select the object itself when leading somebody to it, much like in the console version, they'll just go near the thing. You need to actually select the object as a destination directly. Considering some things don't seem to work the same way, that just wasn't necessarily a given. And we're lacking the trademark rare things breaking up into pieces and bouncing around now. The apples don't break apart. It's funny to me how that's just such a distinctive thing that Rare had in like everything they made, it felt like. It's such a random thing. But that's why I think I mentioned at one point, probably while playing Trouble in Paradise, that pinatas are such a distinctively, very specifically rare subject matter to use. Specifically, I could bet that they chose it specifically so they could animate pinatas breaking apart and their signature stuff breaking apart and bouncing around style. I don't know why they have such an obsession with that. Yes, goodbye. Oh, please stop that. Yeah, I'm scared of those, so... just to see... Okay, so... Interesting, so are these... Oh, hello Paulie. You're occupying my screen here now. My profile. Also, Fergie's gonna teach us some things. So, are these... Is this whole game gonna be episodic? How does this work? Yes, hello Fergie. I'm happy to acknowledge your existence, but I still don't think I can play footage of you, so... I do happen to know who you are, Fergie. I did watch the show a bit. Also, I've also played Party Animals, which is actually explicitly based on the show, but anyways. You were a playable character in that. But this is weird seeing the Piñata characters acknowledge the concept of gardens. This is, as far as I can tell, this is basically the only time in the franchise we've had the two worlds merge. Everywhere else in the franchise, you have this show universe where piñatas are just their own independent entities, and you have the game universe where people create gardens and have piñatas in them and so on. Wheelbarrow? That's a new tool. You just need to accept that and touch it. Yeah, sure. Oh, is the wheelbarrow just the whole tools menu? Oh, interesting. So I choose which way to interact. You'd think I could distinguish between a tap or a poke or a wallop using just gestures, but okay. That's a very fudgehog noise. We do have houses, okay. Okay, you can tap, like before, you can tap these things to... I'm guessing this puts it away. I can just tap random places with it this way too. That's weird. Oh, okay, I wasn't really trying to tap the house, but... Man, the house alone takes up the whole screen, and it's just a fudgehog house too. Those aren't normally especially large ones compared to other houses. This is the big, they could go horribly wrong. I feel like they should be distinguished those with more than just colors. I guess there are more lines or whatever in the hit function. I have to acknowledge the different things the game lets me do here. Oh, that's interesting. I can't interact with flowers at all as far as I can tell. Oh, the flowers just not even exist? Are plants not a thing in this game? Actually, I'm curious now. This might work differently in the tutorial. Of course, back in the console versions, the way that hitting piñatas worked was I don't remember if hitting them the first time did anything to actually harm them. I don't think it did. It just dazed them momentarily. And if you kept attacking them, it would actually hurt them. So I have dig. It doesn't even react if you poke him. Or he just doesn't react at all anymore. Oh well. Okay. I'm not doing it properly, okay? That doesn't really help me know what to do next. Okay. That's interesting. So what's it actually do if I'm on the... Should just kind of scratch around. So here it looks like it just turns stuff to dirt, essentially. So I guess that's how you get rid of grass. Well, I guess you cut long grass using your shovel back in console versions too, at least if you had a sharp shovel. Or maybe just with any shovel. I don't remember if that was an upgrade you needed. Huh. Yeah, maybe long grass is a distinct thing from regular grass in this game. Or maybe you can just cut regular grass this way. I'm not sure. Anyways. I guess this was dry earth here. Not as tan as usual, but I'll convert that to dirt. Not by whacking it this time, but just by kind of rubbing on it. Oh, we do have plants. Okay, that is indeed a functionality in the game, apparently. Oh, those are some expensive seeds, man. Those things sell for a ridiculous amount of money. Give me the watering can. Oh, nice animation. Oh, hold on. You need to hold on it. There we go. Okay, so I'm guessing... Yeah, you need to make it half full is the idea. Okay. Also, you can run out of water. I always think that's a mechanic, because you get better watering cans so that doesn't happen. The meter looks very different from the full-scale version, though, I do have to say. Like you. So can I see how... I guess these are fully grown now. I can't see how much water they need. Where can I see how much water I have left? Oh, it's up here. Okay. They can see me pointing at that. So that's different from in the console version where you can see it on the circular reticle that you were using to aim. Interesting. Now you can put down some grass. Regular grass, not tall grass. Same sound effect. I can move around the camera with the D-pad at the same time I'm doing this, which is fairly nice, honestly. There's a lot of delay on planting the grass, which is not a thing they did in the console version, I think for good reason. It's a little awkward doing this, but oh. Sorry, just don't want to show those. And yeah, then the shopkeepers and whatnot are here. Yet seeing Paulie and the shopkeepers together simultaneously is very strange. I'll go a little bit further because I prefer not to be. No, Paulie, no. I prefer. Do not get me accused of copyright violations, Paulie. But I prefer to get at least most of the way through the tutorials in the first episode. I'd like to get Summer to start in the game before we call it a day for the first video here. Hi, Paulie. The shopping basket. Lottie, the usual. Oh, you're looking very low res today, Lottie. That's why I expected. Your little vending machine isn't even low res anymore. It's just two-dimensional. Or low poly, I guess is better to say. Yep, you have to tap multiple times. Only seed. We have no money. Well, he had nothing to say to us. And you pay as you place, like before, I guess? Very good. Oh, do we have a separate trowel? Oh, we have to select the seed. Is digging holes to plant seeds not a mechanic? And before, in the console version, digging a hole with a shovel first, and then planting a seed, and that would make the plant grow faster. That's just a stage name, you know, really. What's his actual name? Getting some new lore from this. These are some very low-res icons. Phew boy. Why did they make the grid of things to select on that menu so big? They could have... There are more items on it than in the console version, with fewer pixels to show it in. So you have like an 8x8 pixel icon for each item. Cross the bad news. Yeah, cool. Very bad news, but okay. I just had to progress the text there. This is a little awkward. Yeah, the screen crunches is fantastical on this game. I have a few different angles for each house. That's interesting. It's very probably had to. Well, I'd say they probably had to remake some assets for that, but no, these are probably they just had to render 3D models they already had, I guess. This is actually a fairly old-fashioned so-called port for the time, I feel like. I don't think you usually saw this kind of... Paulie, get back in bounds. I don't think you usually saw this kind of so-called port of a game by the time this generation rolled around. You would see some in the prior generation, like Jet Set Radio was a big example, where you had basically someone trying to make the same game on the Game Boy as they did on the Dreamcast. But... or on the GBA, I mean to say. But... yeah, I don't know if I've seen games like that on the DS before. They try to make basically the same thing, including using like pre-rendered sprites from the full version of the game and so on. Jet Set Radio did exactly that. Interesting, so they don't walk in from town anymore. Just appears. It's got a little timer. I can see the distinction between the assets made for the console version and the assets made for this one. Just the unadorned blue square. So it won't help with romance, it's required. Very nice line. Paulie, don't make me do this to you. This is very awkward now. Yeah, sure, man. Go. So the Piñatas have to just not listen to you like in the console version as well. That's great. I'm guessing that was because the other Pretzel was standing on top of the candy. I also noticed there doesn't seem to be a mechanic for standing on top of a thing. Like, they don't react to a piñata standing on it. Like the usual. Perfectly innocent. Yes, I'm absolutely sure, Paulie. Thank you. With that face, how could you not trust that on the top screen? Slowly walk to the house. Come on, guys. Other pretzel? nice door opening, by the way. They just walk to it. Okay, they don't even bother using the entrance. Very good. No animations for the dances. Most natural. That's a weird thing to have left out. Actually, to be honest, the dances were like such a big part of the. It was kind of one of the big rewards for breeding pinatas, I guess. In a way, just the visual spectacle of it, getting someone using music as well. But also was a way that they flavored each pinata a little bit by making the dance incorporate things the pinata is associated with, or associating the pinata with things by means of doing the incorporating it into the dance. My favorite was still the Corolla one. The Corolla was very fun. It wasn't really much of a dance, it was more just a tiny little performance. I don't remember what other ones I liked. There were at least two that I remember being pretty fond of. The Corolla was one of them, and I think my favorite. Anyways. Just select the thing and then can select you guys. The weird thing is, it's kind of hard to get a feel right now for... Now they're all set. It's kind of hard to get a feel for doing things in this game normally, just because, like, at any given moment right now, the vast majority of things that I would normally be interacting with, most of the menu items I'd have to sift through and so on, just aren't there. Hello, Franklin. If I didn't read that too quickly while trying to not play that video clip, it sounds like this is the last one to do. So let's finish up the tutorial here. Hey, Franken. Final bit of training, yeah, see? Very good. Overhead map. Ah, very nice, thank you. You acknowledged the problem and tried to provide a solution. A lot less character to the world around the garden in this game, eh? In fact, I do wonder if the garden's going to expand, though. This is very specific. Notice there aren't any notable features that you would have to, that you'd want to, like, not remove, or that would not make sense to people to remove. It's just roughage everywhere. Yeah, maybe this will, maybe, and the aspect ratio of the garden area that we have right now is perfectly suited to the screen, but it also makes no sense for the zoom out function right now to zoom out further than the size of the garden. So I'm very suspicious we're going to get bigger gardens as time goes on, which is, of course, the tradition for these games. Very nice, you can jump to them. Thank you, that's very good. So wish that moving around was faster. Maybe it might be configurable, and you had slow and fast movement speeds in the console version too, by clicking the stick, and I always use the fast speed. Very first thing I would do anytime I loaded into a garden was click the left stick to move faster, because it's just a toggle. Alright. Oh, alerts. Oh yeah, just little things that appear. Alert appears on the map icon. Okay. A fight? Okay. No text or anything. No Levos explaining things to us. Is Levos in this game? I don't remember if these guys... Are these two species that naturally fight? I don't remember. I guess just trade blows. There you go. Oh, interesting. That was just a... So, are all fights to the death in this game? Normally in the first game, unless one pinata was specifically hunting another, which this was not that case, raised ants do not hunt puzzle cones. Normally fights would just lead to the loser getting injured / sick, same thing. A lot less flavorful than before, okay. Also, weird music. Very nice. Fights occurred, fight lost. Oh, let's just... So, this up in the top left seems to be saying, hey, here's a log of thing that happened. But on the bottom right seems to be talking about Franklin, who I didn't engage with at all here. Player awards and residents. I'll have text dump for what implied to expect a target audience of younger people earlier, but sure. To become a resident, okay. Wait, how do you have a name and yet are not a resident yet? Yeah, I figured, but... Bye.
Now that you know how lame I am, can I have this dance?
Sure.
Watch for new episodes as you play.
Get it gone.
Interesting. So... Episodes will show up over time. Playground is the free play that I guess we saw in the console version. Episodes are specifically things that unlock over time. These ones were tutorials. Ah, that's a new, some kind of... So is it like a scenario play kind of thing? Is it going to be like a Roller Coaster Tycoon sort of thing? And we also have free play? I guess we'll see. Next time we'll go to the regular garden, I guess we'll find out.